Recently, I had a consultation with a small business owner who had just started using HighLevel for her offers and landing pages, for her customer management, and for lots of other parts of her online business. But she had a question. Should she keep her WordPress website or should she move her website to HighLevel as well? Hi, I'm Appy from My Code Happy. I'm a website and data advisor, so I consult with small business owners about their websites and online systems. And I end up having consultations like the one I was just telling you about. I like to make sure that people have a system and a workflow and a website that's going to work for them and their business. One of the things we talked about in this consultation were the reasons that she could keep her WordPress website and the reasons she could move her site to HighLevel. And that's one of the first things in deciding whether to migrate your website or not, is to figure out what your reasons are. Is the platform itself not functioning in the way that you need it to anymore? Do you just not like the platform? And are there other options available that would give you the same features but be easier to work with? Is there another platform that fits your resources or budget better? Has your business changed and your needs changed so that you need different things from your platform and you need to change to fit what you need now for your current business? All of these are great reasons to migrate your website. How do you do that without losing everything that you've built on your current platform? With some platforms, there are things you can export. Definitely one of the first things to do is export everything you can export. Your data, your content, your products, orders, customers, email list, anything that you can export, do that. If you use WordPress and you can back up your website, definitely do that. But backing up a WordPress website is going to give you a format that is only useful for moving hosting and continuing to stay on the WordPress platform. So if you're not going to stay with the WordPress platform, then backing up your website using a traditional plugin, while I still recommend just because I'm a just in case kind of person, is not going to help you as far as having information available for your new platform. Some of the things you may be able to import into your new platform. That makes it easier. Some things you just want to have available for reference as you build your new site or you set up your new platform. One of the things that I like to have available is full-length screen captures. And if it makes sense to you, then do those in a video version as well. Looking at what you had before, even if you want everything different, it can help your brain because you aren't staring at a blank page. That's one of the things that I do for just about every website rebuild that I do is take screen captures first, and it helps immensely. Sometimes I use specifics to recreate something that I did like or the client did like from before. Sometimes I use it to make sure I go in a completely different direction, but I always use them for reference. The next thing I would recommend is taking screenshots of your settings. That might look like payment processing setup or shipping setup. It might look like integrations, sales tax settings, any kind of custom code or plugins. Having those for reference can make sure that you don't leave anything out when you set up the new site. Export all your content. I love my screen captures for my visual reference. I also copy and paste all of my former content, at least for my main pages. I make sure I have documents of all of my content, homepage copy, about page copy. You can use your own judgment if you have 5,013 blog posts, if they only exist in your website, whether you want to try to copy and paste all of them. There might be other tools to automate or export those in some way that doesn't involve copy paste 5,013 times. Is that what I said? So you can use your own judgment about the content that you really need to keep and what format you bring it over, but making sure that you have the content, even if you're going to completely rewrite new things, it's still helpful to have as a reference, even if you make sure that things are totally different this time. And finally, save all of your brand information. If you don't have a brand guide with colors and fonts, even spacing, logos, graphics, all the things that are characteristic for your brand, maybe even words to describe your vibe. If you don't have something like that already, I would recommend at least the basics to make sure that you have a reference as you recreate. Again, even if you're going to change things, just knowing what it was before can be really helpful. Maybe I just have a fear of blank screens or starting from scratch, but I like to have a reference and it usually makes me feel more comfortable as I'm designing, even if everything we do is new. One last thing, don't forget that when you change platforms, there can be an emotional component as well. The small business owner that I was talking about at the beginning of the video, she did decide to move her website from WordPress to HighLevel. But there was an emotional loss attached to that decision. She struggled for months to build that WordPress website, and she loved how it turned out. It was beautiful. She loved the way it worked. She had so much pride in that accomplishment of finally getting a website built for her business. And letting that go, it was tough. She knew that the HighLevel website, while functioning like she needs it to for her current business and making things a lot more streamlined for the way she's working now so that she only has to be in one platform, is going to work so much better for her business. She was avoiding going in and making changes to her WordPress website. It was getting behind and losing accuracy because she wasn't updating it to keep up with her current business, but it was still tough to let go. So if you need to migrate platforms for your business, whether that's your website or some other online tool for your business, it's okay to grieve that. In addition to letting go, accepting the trade-offs of the new platform can be tough as well. Not everything is going to transfer perfectly. The new platform, as much as you maybe love it and it works super well, it's likely not going to be perfect either. And it's going to have some things that you're going to need to work around. But that's okay too. Give yourself the space to figure things out, learn the new platform, let go of the old one if that's a little bit tough, and think about what you're gaining for your business as it is now. Some final words if you're in the middle of migrating platforms: take your time, document everything, give yourself space. Thanks for watching. Come back and see me again.